Hi, this is Jerrian Sanders, owner and founder of Set Performance. Just giving you guys a little information about our testing protocols. Our sports performance testing is all science-based and it's all specific to what the athlete's needs are. So when we first bring our athletes in, we take them through a series of testing. One is the functional movement screening. The functional movement screening pretty much shows us how well their body moves in regular everyday movement, how well their bodies move when it's time to sprint, when it's time to accelerate, decelerate, when it's time to jump, change directions, all those different types of things. It kind of pinpoints, you know, what imbalances they may have so that we can address those from a strength training standpoint, from an injury prevention standpoint, and from a motor control standpoint as well. Then we do nervous system testing where we test the brain to see how fast the brain is sending signals to their muscles to go. Then we test the muscles to see how much power they're producing. Those are two major components that go into making you become a more explosive athlete. From there, we also do an ultrasound on the body to show us what percentage of your body's lean, what percentage of your body's fat. It also shows us how well hydrated your body is. The next thing we do is a resting metabolism test. With the resting metabolism test, this pretty much shows us exactly how many calories they need to be taking in if they're trying to gain weight, if they're trying to lose weight, or if they're trying to maintain weight. From there, they'll sit down with the nutritionist. He'll work out with you the amount of macros you need to be taking in daily, you know, how many calories you need to be taking in for breakfast, midday snack, lunch, dinner, all those different types of things. Then the next thing that we do the 40-yard dash where we actually video it and basically do a biomechanical breakdown on your actual running mechanics. We do a plyometric stabilization test, which shows us any imbalances you have in your muscles and how well you're able to stabilize your muscles when you're stepping off a box or when you're in a jumping type of a movement or a landing movement, should I say. And then from there, you end up getting a 20-page report that we call the Bible for your body. So the 20-page report breaks your body down from an anatomical standpoint as well as a physiological standpoint, and it allows us to customize a program that's specific to what your body's needs are.
Your Bible for your body is actually broken down to a 20-page report that includes your athletic assessment, your body composition report, and your functional movement screen. Now, your functional movement screen gives you a 10-page printout with all of your screens and exactly what material you need to work on. So we actually use that as the foundation in building our strength programs and our speed programs. So whether you're working here directly with us, or you're working abroad, or you're working remotely with us, we're actually able to have you update your programming, update your weights. We can actually retest you remotely and things of that nature as well. So we can update your programs and get you the full custom workouts that you deserve and you need to get better. Again, the testing is really the foundation for everything we do. We take the report, and it allows us to actually customize exactly what you need for your best benefits. We also now have developed a scoring system for ourselves as well. So now when you test and you get your athletic assessment back, you get what's called a set score. So over the years, we've taken all the data we've collected and put it all inside of a database, and we actually have broken down the testing per age and what's important at each age interval. So now, you know, your balance is more important as a youth athlete. So we've actually broken that down. So that weighs more as a youth athlete than, you know, as a 14 or 15-year-old. Small little things that we're looking at, like your plyometric stabilization, how you land and the mechanics you use when you jump. Those things weigh very, very heavily as a young athlete, where your top end speed might not be as important. As you get a little bit older, that stuff does become more important. It actually shifts in our scoring. So you actually can have one score at, let's say, the age group of 13, and you test exactly the same at 14 and 15, you're gonna have a different score, just because of the weighting that we have in our program. So it's really kind of progressive and allows you to stay up with the times and where you need to be headed as an athlete. We've also developed a team reporting system as well. So for all you coaches out there that really want to make your programming a little bit better, and a little bit more custom for your athletes, we'll actually travel, do the testing on your team, come back, put together custom programs for them, and you'll get team reports so you know what players need to be working on what on their own, and then we can be working together collectively as a group to make sure your athletes